In the quiet village of Willowbrook, wrapped in rolling green hills and tucked between whispering woods, lived a curious boy named Arlo. Every summer, Arlo stayed with his Grandpa Thom, a kind man with a long beard, a hearty laugh, and pockets always full of gumdrops. But what fascinated Arlo the most wasn't Grandpa's funny bedtime songs or his squeaky old radio. It was the giant tree in the backyard, a towering thing with silver bark and thick roots that nodded across the garden like a sleeping dragon. Birds chirped secrets from its branches. Wind whistled strange songs through its leaves. Grandpa called it the listening tree. "It's older than me, older than this house. It listens to the hearts of those who believe," Grandpa whispered once. That line stuck in Arlo's head, and this summer Arlo was determined to find out the truth. That night, under a full moon, Arlo snuck out of bed. The air was cool. Fireflies blinked lazily in the bushes. He tiptoed barefoot across the damp grass and sat under the tree. "I believe," he whispered. Nothing happened at first, but then the leaves above shimmered gold. A hum filled the air. A circle of light appeared at the base of the tree, and slowly, a spiral staircase of glowing roots unraveled beneath him. Arlo's heart raced. This is real. He stepped onto the stairs. Inside the tree, he descended into a glowing cavern filled with books that whispered, jars of captured laughter, and glowing vines that wrapped around the ceiling like stars. In one corner, a group of rabbits played chess. A tea kettle floated by on a cloud. A painting blinked at him. At the center of the cavern sat a wise owl wearing a vest, spectacles, and a tiny watch. "Welcome, young dreamer," the owl said. "You've entered the heart of the tree." Arlo looked around in wonder. "What is this place?" "Every memory, every dream, every story told under this tree lives here," the owl explained. Then he handed Arlo a glowing seed. "This is your memory seed. It grows with your joy, your sadness, your love." "But what do I do with it?" Arlo asked. "You plant it. When the time is right, it will lead you back here no matter where life takes you." A walk through memories. Suddenly, the room filled with floating images. Arlo and his mom baking cupcakes. His dad fixing his toy rocket. Grandpa telling him silly jokes during thunderstorms. He reached out and the images danced at his fingertips. A tear slid down his cheek. "This tree remembers what we sometimes forget," the owl said gently. "Even our happiest moments? Especially those." Morning comes. Arlo woke up beneath the tree, clutching the glowing seed. Grandpa was waiting on the porch, 2 cups of mint tea steaming beside him. "Did you find it?" he asked. Arlo nodded slowly. "I did, and it found me, too." They dug a small hole beside the tree and planted the seed together. "One day," Grandpa said, "you'll tell this to your children." "And they'll listen too," Arlo added with a smile. Years later, the house had aged, the tree had grown even bigger, and the garden was now filled with new flowers, ones that shimmered slightly, just like that glowing seed. Arlo, now grown, returned with his own little girl. She pointed at the great tree. "Daddy, why does that tree look like it's smiling?" Arlo knelt beside her. "Because it remembers the stories we tell it. Want to hear one?" She nodded. And beneath the silver leaves, he whispered once again, "I believe." If this magical tale touched your heart, imagine what other stories we have waiting for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, where every story is a doorway to wonder.